Hi, hello everyone. I'm Rashmi from the Seagull magazine, and she is a doctor. She's a dentist, and yet she is following her passion, her dance. So we'll just come.
Saying your name correctly, it's Rutvi, right?
Yeah, it's correct. It's Rutvi. It's Rutvi.
Okay, hey. So, Rutvi, I will just start with the very general questions. Please tell about yourself, where you born, and born, raised, and your family, your life. A little
Okay.
about Rutvi.
Okay. So, I'm a dentist by profession. I
Mm-hmm.
am currently practicing in my own private clinic in Rajkot. It's in Gujarat. I have been born and brought up here only in Gujarat. And I have my own YouTube channel. It's a dance YouTube channel named RK Choreography, and where I put up my videos. I put up dance covers, which I choreograph. So yeah, it's like dentist by profession and a passionate dancer in a shell. You can say
Yeah,
that. So
that's
yeah,
great. No, that
that is
is
me.
really great. That's
Yeah,
why I put the topic itself, the title itself, like following your passion. That's how
yeah.
it should
It's
be.
yeah.
So,
Uh,
Ruthvi, you said that you are a dentist, you like to dance. That's your passion. So,
yep.
what age kind of when did you started dancing?
I started dancing when I was a kid, like 5 to 6 years old, maybe. And the first dance form I learned was Garba, because Garba is a Gujarati folk dance, and
Hmm.
it's by default every Gujarati's first dance form. Garba is kind of in our blood. So I started learning that. It happens that my mom put me in a community, got me registered
Hmm.
for Garba, and we get training before 9 days. There's a 9 days festive.
Hmm.
Okay, so we get registered. Before that, we get to practice, and then on the 9 days, we need to perform on the stage. So
Hmm.
it was there it all started. Then watching all the 90s heroine Karishma Kapoor and Ravina Tandon and all that on screen, I started dancing. Unfortunately, I haven't received any professional training in either Kathak or Bharatanatyam, though I wish to
Okay.
learn it, but it is all self-learned.
Hmm.
And from that day, it was always I knew that I wanted to dance, but I wanted to even progress in my curriculars. So dentistry was
Hmm.
always on my mind as well as dancing,
Hmm.
and I was
Hmm.
always waiting for a correct time where I could pursue both the things, dancing
Right.
as well as dentistry. So when I opened my own private clinic, I was getting time in my hand where I could practice
Hmm.
dentistry
Hmm.
as well as do something about my passion. So yeah,
True.
it's like from a kid I knew that I'll do something in dance, and क्या करूँगी I don't know. I never had what I'll do, but yeah,
Yeah.
it is like I always like to perform on stage. So whether
Yeah.
it's acting or it's dancing, so YouTube came along, and yeah, I
Yeah.
started my dancing channel.
No, that's wonderful. So, when you started, eventually, like every parents, your parents would have thought that okay, that you want to become a doctor, right?
Yeah,
Or whatever. I mean, engineer, doctor. Generally, what happens in Indian, yeah, and especially in South Asian community, we
yeah.
have this kind of a thing that. So, when did this thing came to your mind, or when did you choose that okay, I'll go and pursue my career in medical? And how did it started?
Yeah, you're right that in South Asian community, parents are more into either you become engineer or you become a doctor. And my family is full of doctors. My father is a doctor, my brother is a doctor, his wife is a
Oh,
doctor. So we are full of people who are
all
doctors.
full of doctors.
And yeah, and I being the odd one out, I guess the black sheep who wanted to
Mm,
pursue something in arts and acting or in
mm,
dance. So,
mm,
of course, in the beginning, they were a bit reluctant that after being a dentist, after getting a degree, are you sure you want to pursue this? And I just have to make them sure that I'll be able to, manage both the things simultaneously and have
mm.
to take them in confidence that this will be good for me.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that is how it happened. I had my own difficulties, I had my own obstacles. Being from a doctor's family, to start a YouTube channel, in fact, was a big
Yeah,
task for me. It was a big task.
yeah.
because but I was actually waiting for a right time. I always wanted a degree for a backup and then pursue my passion, because you want something to feed your tummy and you want something to feed your soul. So yeah, you have to wait for the correct time, but till then you have to keep
Right.
working towards it. So yeah, I was working towards it, and finally I could make it, and I could convince my family and take them into confidence
Yeah.
and start my channel.
True. So very, very, very true. So when you thought, okay, when you are a dentist, you're practicing and everything, and it's going well. When did this thing came to your mind? Okay, I want to really do dancing also. I want to go and pursue. And when this came to your mind, how did you, coming from a doctor's family, how did
Yeah.
you make everyone understand? I want to know that.
So it was in 2017, I finished my degree and I came back to my native, and I joined a private clinic where I used to work 8 to 8. There was a lunch break, but then we used to work on patients from 8 to 8. And after practicing for a year, I soon realized that my life is going all black and white. Like it's 8 to 8 job, wake up, do patient and sleep, and it was all black and white. So I started thinking about how to bring back life. Yeah, so then I thought about bringing my passion on, and I didn't have the flexible hours to go and learn something. But then YouTube was there, so it pop up in my head that let's start and let's do this. This could I could do in my free hours. On weekends I can put up a video, and this way I can pursue my career in that. So I told my parents about it, and of course they were surprised and shocked at the same time that oh, what I because starting from my childhood I was a big nerd, always a scholar, always was a bit of like don't go, this is not the right career, because they have their own worries. Of course, everyone got their own worries. So yes, when I told them,
Yeah.
they were quite not happy with the decision. So I because they were having their own doubts, their own worries, because it's a field where you get blinded by the glam. Because I
Right.
told them about how I wanted to act or join theaters along with dentistry. I was never, and I am never going to leave dentistry, because that is what I love, and I've always dreamt about it since my 8th standard. I always wanted to be a dentist, a doctor, because that was what I always dreamt of. So I have to make them have belief in me that I could jump, manage both the things. And yeah, it took me a year. So it took me a year to make them understand what YouTube is, because they were not familiar with the social medias,
Right.
like what
Yeah.
is Facebook.
It was tough for for you to explain it to your parents.
Yeah, it was
So
really
finally
tough.
they agreed.
Yeah,
So
they
finally
got
they agreed.
agreed. It took me a year to convince them,
Okay.
and make me believe in myself, make them believe in myself, that it's not a bad thing, because for them, YouTube wasn't a thing. It wasn't an app. It is like you are putting a video on internet. They had that
Yes.
thing in their mind that it's an internet where you're
Yes.
putting your video and it's out and open.
Right.
And being a girl, they were worried that how people will
Yeah.
misuse it. They have
Right.
different views in their mind, they have different worries in their mind.
Definitely.
So they were
Yeah.
100% correct on their part. I would say, I wouldn't blame them, but yeah, I have to
Right.
make them understand what
True.
YouTube is, how you can control it, how you can control the viewers, how you can control the comments. So it's a
Right.
safe platform, and how social media is influencing right now, and how people are progressing,
Right.
and it's a very safe platform for even
Right.
girls. So I had
True.
to try all the things to make them convinced that this would be a very safe way to pursue my career in dance. And
Right.
yeah, so once they saw it, once my first video was released and people started praising it, and they saw how it was a safe platform, so they got along. And now it is a situation where my father, is the first one to share my video with his friends, and my mom, I can see the sparkle in her eyes when she sees my video. So I always
True.
wanted that because you can't be happy going against your parents' will. you just have to take them along while you're in a journey to achieve your goal. Because then when you reach your goal and when you have your parents by your side, you'll feel happy by your family. That is the real joy. So I always wanted that. I had many obstacles. I had to wait for a
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
I had all planned, but I had to wait.
Yeah.
I was heartbroken when it was a no from them. But yeah, it
Okay.
all ends well.
Yeah.
That's it. Well, so
Yeah.
yeah, I was
True.
happy
So
at the
when
end.
true. So when you started, when you thought and everything was okay, like how did you started your YouTube channel? Like, if somebody wants,
Uh,
some girls they are listening, did you take
yeah.
some technical help, or it was just by yourself and everything, or
Uh,
when you, how did you started? How did you started? Did you take
yeah.
anybody's
Okay.
help, or
Okay.
you went by
So
yourself?
I had a plan in my mind that I have to come up with something new. So whenever you are
Mm-hmm.
planning to start a YouTube channel, you have to think that what new you will be bringing to this platform, right? Everyone is dancing, everyone is choreographing. So I had this idea that I'll be putting up two versions of a single song where it will
Mm-hmm.
be non-dancers as well as for the dancers. For all my videos, I have two
Right.
choreographies.
Mm-hmm.
One is for the dancers and one for the non-dancers because I wanted to put even simple steps so that non-dancers could get along.
Can.
So I would suggest that always have a roadmap about what
Mm-hmm.
you actually want to do because you can gain followers and viewers, subscribers only if you have some purpose, you are coming up with some purpose, be it
Mm-hmm.
educational or entertainment. You have to be
Mm-hmm.
either of one, right? Then only you can make it. And then to shoot it and all the technical, I had my friend who is a photographer, so he helped me out to shoot the video. So I took
Okay.
help from him. So that is how it started, and then it's easy to start a YouTube channel. It's not. I had a
Yeah.
task in convincing my parents. Starting a YouTube channel was easy. That
Not
I
yeah.
choreographed that was all easy, and that was all planned. So whenever I would suggest that if someone is starting your YouTube channel, then keep in mind the purpose with what you are starting actually. So that would
Sure.
help to gain because then you can follow in
Okay.
that direction.
Sure. And when you when you make this whole idea of the whole road map of going, making this kind of a dance. So when you choreographed, how did you get an idea? Because when I watch your videos, they are like more semi-classical,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
so yes. So how did this thing? Are you fascinated by classical dance or Bollywood dance? Or I just wanted to know.
I am really more interested into semi-classical dance, and
Mm,
I like to do Bollywood dances as well,
mm,
because I have. Being Aishwarya Rai and Madhuri Dixit as my inspirations, I'm always fascinated by how they dance, how they express, and
mm,
I was interested in classical dances, but I could not get proper training in that. So whatever
mm,
I know and whatever I can copy from them, I do that. I try to copy that. And yeah, the classical dance is more, close to my heart. And so whenever I hear a soulful song, I
mm.
immediately get back to my classical feats. Like that is what comes in my mind. I love other
Okay.
dance forms, but since I have not received training in them, and I'm still
Mm,
learning different forms, I try
yeah.
different forms, but then I put up what is best and what comes out
Yeah.
best from me. So yeah, gradually even I can put up other dance forms, but yeah, for now
Yeah.
I'm really very much comfortable for semi-classical. So I put that up.
Wow. Yeah. So, do you have any plans going for a full classical training something in future?
Sure, yeah, yeah. I'm just waiting for this pandemic to get over
Mhm.
and to,
Okay.
start my training for
Yeah.
Kathak. I'm really
Yeah.
looking forward to that I start my training so I can give
Wow.
more and more on my YouTube learning that.
That's so great. So,
Yes. But then I have a clinic going on, so I have to pay attention
okay.
to that too. But yeah, I'll manage somehow because I've reached here. I'll go ahead, I guess, hopefully.
Okay. And my next question is like, it's like a different question. Like when you started, there will be people, the followers and everything is there. But sometimes, you get some negative things, negative comments, some people, of course. So did you get anything? And if it comes, how do you manage it? Because there are people, there are girls who really, they are so talented. They want to go and, do something.
See, we receive bad comments. We do receive. People are, writing bad comments sitting behind the screens. But it
Yes.
is you who know that what you have fought and how you have reached here. So
Mm-hmm.
I have my own critic panel, my two
Mm-hmm.
friends, which I say, which gives me critics. And if it is bad, they'll say it is bad. And I listen to only them. The bad comments coming from their mouth, I listen to only them because I know that somewhere they are the person who are motivating me. Other all people commenting on my video, I just don't pay attention. They are not even critics. They are just bullying you, sitting behind their
Yes.
screens, and
Yes.
so you don't have to actually pay attention to them.
Right.
You have to select your own critic, be it your
Mm-hmm.
parents, your family, your friends. So
Right.
you have to listen to their comments, their suggestions. Yeah, of course, there are some people who are suggesting you for your good, like you can improve in this, because there is always a way to criticize people. The mean comments you get in your comment section, they are not at all criticism. There has to be a healthy criticism coming your way.
Yes.
So
Yes.
yeah, you have to
True.
decide whether it is an healthy criticism or they are just bullying you. So you just have to
Yeah.
ignore them. That is the only way
Yes.
out. You can't actually do something about it. So you just have
Right.
to ignore them, and you have to keep doing, and you have to just keep remember like what all you did, what all battles you have fought to reach here.
Yes.
They don't know
True.
what you did and how you fought and how you came here, how much it took for
Yes.
you to come here. They don't know the
True.
journey. You know the journey. So you have to just believe in yourself and
Yeah.
ignore the other
You said,
people.
yeah, you said such wonderful words,
Yeah.
actually. That's very true. As a Desi Girl magazine, our whole purpose is only to bring the stories of the real girls, really have done awesome in their in their fields and different kind of fields, and they are so successful. So because what challenges you faced when
Okay.
following your passion, dance, and the other hand your profession as a dentist, as a doctor.
It is difficult. It was difficult, and it will always be difficult. You always have to hustle between the two, but you have to manage your patients' appointments, and you have to, be present at the studio when there is a shoot planned. You can't
Mm,
cancel it last minute saying that I have a patient, because there are people who have, took out time for your shoot, so you can't cancel. So
mhm,
I have to really make sure that I am going on a right schedule. I have everything
mm,
planned, and
right.
I have my brother and his wife working with me, so it's a really a helpful hand for me, because
Mm,
if there is some appointments or there's patient coming up, they can handle it. But yeah, it's
yeah.
a hustle. Because starting from your costume management to your shoot to your location to arrange your patient likewise.
Mm,
So it is a big hustle. It is a big hustle. Like I have faced a really
yeah.
big problems when everything is planned, and then at the last minute I get an
Mm,
emergency or I have to go back to my clinic and everything. So
mm,
yeah, but you have to plan it right. You have to plan your time right.
yeah.
But it's
Right.
not that difficult. You can do it. If I have
Mhm,
released this many videos and I have managed, so yeah, you can manage it,
mhm.
and let's hope I keep managing it in future as well.
That's great. So, things, how to face these challenges. What motivates you? What inspires
Uh,
you?
the inspirations, you can get from around. I have my seniors who are dentists, who are
Mm,
doing very good practice, and they are doing stand-up comedies, or they are doing, paintings. They are writing a blog, freelancing. There
mhm,
are people, they are selling their paintings online. They are doing it so well, and this inspires you, like people, and you can find people online. There are people who are great dancers as well as they are doctors. I knew many of them who are great dancers as well as doctors. So these all things keeps on motivating me that if they can do it, of course I can. Because of course unke struggles, unke battles alag hai. Even I have my own,
mhm,
but if they can
mhm.
fight
Mm,
through, I can fight through as well. So yeah, that's the motivation I get. And of course, from the I started my dancing channel. Uske baad I got comments that you inspire us. We have started dancing again. Those comments inspire. So, as in when you progress, your motivation, your inspiration changes, but there is always something that will keep you going. If you are on the correct path, you will keep on going. You will keep on getting inspiration and motivation from people around.
Rutvi, it was so nice. And coming back to our last question, I like to give you an what do you like to say to all the girls, all the Desi girls, all the people? In fact, not Desi girls, but everyone actually. What advice you like to give who want to follow their passion? They are into that kind of situation where there's a dilemma or they have other kind of struggles. You know, they cannot
Yeah.
do that. So,
Okay, so firstly, if you are really looking forward to following passion, which is acting or dancing or anything like that, which belongs to a glam world and all, where you are in a dilemma that whether you will make a career, because there are hundreds and thousands and lakhs of people out there, to make your place is really difficult. Make sure you keep a profession which is a backup, because you at the end of the day you have to feed your family, you have to feed your stomach, so you have to keep something. So I believe that passion should be kept passion until you are getting a very good outcome from it, then you can turn it into profession. Always I believe in taking calculated steps, because you never know when you fall back, and when you are in such dancing or acting, you never know what the next day will bring. So I always like to keep a backup. And secondly, if you are facing troubles or there are challenges, I always feel that life gives you challenges only when life is planning to teach you something new. It's always that. If you overcome a challenge, you will learn something. That is, I always believe that. So, if you are facing challenges, just don't be sad or depressed or dull. Everyone has got their moments. Even I had my dull moments and everything. But I think it as a phase, and a phase which is a part of life and not life. So, it's just a phase. It will pass by. You just have to find a correct path and correct way.
true.
Just try to find help from around. Like I found a friend. I never knew, I never met him, but I just found him. I just searched from common friends. I found him, and he helped me out, and things got into place, started falling into place, and the outcome was really, what I wished for. So yeah, just
That we
keep
can
on
see.
going. Just keep on going.
Yeah.
Yeah, just keep on going.
Yeah. No, that's so wonderful. Thank you so much for your wonderful
Thank you so
words
much for
and
having
your
me.
no, really, and coming here over here, inspiring all of us. And it was great talking to you, Ruthvi, and we
Likewise,
wish you
likewise,
all the
ma'am.
best. And
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you
really,
so much.
yeah, thank you so much for coming.
It was nice
And
to be
sorry
really
about,
patient for us.
yeah,
Yeah.
sorry about that. Thank you. Thanks. Bye bye.
Okay. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.